Hello, and welcome back to English in Hours. I'm Sophia, and I'm really happy you're here with me today. If you're a complete beginner, or if you've learned English before, but you still feel stuck at basic English, this lesson is for you. And I want you to know something from the very beginning. Learning English does not have to be stressful. It does not have to be complicated. It does not have to feel like a school exam. In fact, when you learn English in small, practical steps, steps you can use in your real daily life, English becomes easier, smoother, and more natural. So right now, wherever you are, take a slow breath in and out. Relax your shoulders. Let your face soften a little. You're not here to be perfect. You're here to practice. And today, I'm going to give you a complete beginner-friendly plan that you can start using immediately. We will practice speaking, listening, reading, writing, vocabulary, and confidence all together using simple English. I'll guide you step by step, and I'll also give you many moments to pause and repeat. This is not just a video to watch. This is a video to practice with. Now, before we start, let's talk honestly about why beginners feel nervous. Many people feel nervous when they try to speak English for the first time. You might feel shy, you might feel embarrassed, you might feel afraid of making mistakes. And maybe you think, my English is too slow, or my pronunciation is not good, or I don't know enough words. But listen carefully. Every English speaker was once a beginner. Every fluent speaker started with simple sentences, and every confident speaker made mistakes, many mistakes, before they became smooth. So if you feel nervous, that's not a sign you're failing. It's a sign you're doing something new. And doing something new always feels uncomfortable at first. Here's the mindset that will help you the most. Learning a language is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. It's about showing up. It's about practicing even when your English is simple. So, I want you to say these sentences to yourself, quietly or out loud. It's okay to make mistakes. I'm learning. I'm improving step by step. I don't need perfect English. I need practice. Good. That is your foundation. Now, let's begin with one of the strongest beginner habits, making English part of your daily life. Because if English only lives inside a textbook, it stays inside your head. But if English lives inside your daily routine, it becomes automatic. The easiest way to do that is with self-talk. Self-talk means talking to yourself in English. And yes, at first it might feel a little strange, but it works because it trains your brain to connect English with your real life. It trains your mouth to produce English sounds, and it trains your confidence. Let's start with your morning. When you wake up, you can say simple sentences like, I'm waking up, I'm getting out of bed, I'm going to the bathroom, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm washing my face, I'm taking a shower, I'm getting dressed, I'm making breakfast, I'm drinking water, I'm leaving the house. Now I want you to practice with me. I'll say a sentence and you repeat. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Ready? I wake up at 7. I stretch my body. I get out of bed. I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. I take a shower. I'm getting dressed. I make breakfast. I drink water. I check my phone. I leave for work. Now again, this time try to connect the sentences smoothly, like a gentle story. I wake up at 7, I stretch my body, I get out of bed, I go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I take a shower, I'm getting dressed, I make breakfast, I drink water, I check my phone, I leave for work. Good. Now let's make it personal, because English sticks better when it belongs to you. Choose 3 sentences that match your real morning. For example, I wake up at 6, I drink coffee, I leave at 8. Now pause this video for 10 seconds and say your 3 sentences out loud. When you come back, repeat them one more time, and one more time. This is how you build automatic speaking, not by learning 1,000 sentences, but by repeating a small set of sentences every day until they feel easy. Now let's talk about a second beginner secret that changes everything: listening. If you want to speak better, you must listen more, especially in the beginning. Listening trains your ear. It teaches you how English sounds in real life. It teaches you sentence patterns, rhythm, stress, and common words. And when your brain hears a pattern many times, it becomes easier to produce that pattern when you speak. So your job as a beginner is not to understand 100% of everything. Your job is to get exposure every day. Start with simple listening, a short, slow story, a beginner conversation, or a calm English podcast. And don't panic if you don't understand everything. It's normal. Your brain is still learning even when you don't realize it. Now, let's do a listening-based speaking practice. Repeat after me. I'm learning English every day. I listen carefully. I speak slowly. I'm not afraid of mistakes. I understand more each week. Now again, but slightly faster. I'm learning English every day. I listen carefully. I speak slowly. I'm not afraid of mistakes. I understand more each week. Good. Now, here's a super simple routine you can use every day with any English video or audio. First, listen once without subtitles. Just relax and catch a few words. Second, listen again with subtitles. Notice the key words and phrases. Third, choose one sentence and repeat it 5 times out loud. That's it. Simple but powerful. Now, speaking and listening are strong, but there are 2 more skills that will help you grow faster: reading and writing. Let's talk about reading. Reading is a gentle way to learn new vocabulary and improve grammar naturally. You don't need difficult books. In fact, beginners improve faster with simple texts. You can read children's stories, short paragraphs, simple dialogues, or even easy social media posts. And here's the key: read out loud. Reading out loud helps pronunciation, helps rhythm, and helps your mouth become comfortable with English. So now I'm going to read a short beginner story, and you will repeat after me. Ready? Lena is a student. She wakes up early. She eats breakfast at home. She goes to school. She likes her teacher. After school, she goes home. She does her homework. Then she watches TV. She goes to bed at 10. Now your turn. Change it to your life. If you are not a student, you can say, I am a worker. I go to work. I come home. I relax. Pause for a moment and say a short version about your day. Now let's add writing because writing makes your English memory stronger. Many beginners ignore writing, but writing helps you remember new words, build sentence structure, and organize your thoughts in English. You don't need to write essays. You don't need to write long paragraphs. Just write 3 to 5 short lines. Here are 3 beginner templates. Today I feel blank. Today I went to blank. Today I learned the word blank. For example, today I feel calm. Today I went to work. Today I learned the word routine. Now it's your turn. If you can, grab a notebook or your phone notes and write 3 simple lines. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about spelling. The goal is to express your life in English. And if you want a stronger writing practice, here's another simple pattern. In the morning, I blank. In the afternoon, I blank. At night, I blank. Example, in the morning, I drink coffee. In the afternoon, I work. At night, I study English. Short, simple, real. Now, let's talk about something that beginners often misunderstand. Simple English is not weak English. Simple English is strong English. Many beginners try to use difficult vocabulary too early, but fluency starts with basic verbs. Here are powerful beginner verbs: go, come, eat, drink, sleep, work, study, need, want, like, make, help, try, learn. With these verbs, you can make hundreds of sentences. Let's do a quick drill. Repeat after me. I go to work. I come home. I eat lunch. I drink water. I study English. I need help. I want coffee. I like this song. I want to improve. Now, we will practice changing only one part. This is how your brain learns patterns. I go to work. I go to school. I go to the market. I go to the store. I want coffee. I want tea. I want water. I want breakfast. I like this song. I like this movie. I like this place. I like this idea. Good. This looks simple, but this is exactly how fluency starts. Your brain is building structure. Now let's talk about consistency, because consistency is the real secret. English is not something you do once a week. English improves when you do a little every day. Even 15 minutes a day can change your English. Here is a beginner daily plan. 5 minutes listening, 5 minutes speaking, 5 minutes writing. That's it. And if you want something even easier, listen while you do chores, speak while you walk, write before bed. English becomes a habit, not a subject. Now, many beginners say, I have no one to practice with. And I understand, but you can still practice speaking because you can practice with yourself. Here is a mirror practice you can do. Stand in front of a mirror, smile gently, and say, today is a new day. I'm learning English. I'm improving step by step. I don't need perfect English. I need practice. Now let's do an evening recap. This is one of the best fluency builders. Repeat after me. Today I woke up early. I got ready. I ate breakfast. I went to work or school. I was busy. In the evening, I relaxed. Now I'm practicing English. I'm proud of myself. Now say the same idea, but change one detail to match your real day. Maybe you didn't wake up early. Maybe you didn't eat breakfast. That's okay. Make it real. Because the more real it is, the more natural it becomes. Now, let's talk about grammar, but in a simple way. Beginners often think grammar is scary, but grammar becomes easy when you learn it through patterns. You don't need heavy rules in the beginning. You need repetition of correct sentences. Let's practice a very common beginner grammar pattern, present simple. Repeat. I work. He works. She works. They work. We work. I eat rice. He eats rice. She eats rice. We eat rice. They eat rice. Now questions. Do you work? Does he work? Does she work? Do they work? Notice how your brain starts to feel the grammar. That's good. That's how grammar becomes natural. Now, another beginner question. Should I translate? In the beginning, translation is okay sometimes, but don't stay in translation. Use translation to understand, then move on quickly. Here is the better method. Learn a word, then use it in many sentences. Example word, hungry. I'm hungry. Are you hungry? I'm hungry after work. I'm hungry, but I'm busy. Let's eat. I'm hungry. Now your turn with tired. I'm tired. She's tired. We're tired tonight. I'm tired, so I'll rest. I'm tired, but I'll try. This method makes words stick. Now let's go into real-life English situations because beginners improve fastest when English feels useful. First, shopping. Repeat after me. I need vegetables. How much is this? Can I pay by card? Do you have a smaller size? Where is the rice? I don't need a bag, thank you. Now let's make it into a tiny dialogue. I will say both parts and then you can repeat as both A and B. Excuse me, do you have this in a larger size? Yes, we do. Do you want medium or large? Large, please. Thank you. No problem. Now you try again, but change larger size to something else, a different color, a cheaper one, another brand. Second, restaurant English. Repeat. Can I see the menu, please? I'd like chicken, please. Can I get water? No onions, please. Can I get the bill, please? Thank you. Have a nice day. Now a mini restaurant dialogue. Hi, can I help you? Yes, I'd like a sandwich, please. Anything to drink? Just water, please. For here or to go? To go, please. Now you repeat, then swap roles. Third, transportation, because this is very useful and many beginners need it. Repeat. Excuse me, does this bus go to the city center? How many stops? Can you tell me when to get off? Is this seat taken? Thank you so much. Now a mini dialogue. Excuse me, does this bus stop near the museum? Yes, get off at the third stop. The third stop. Got it. Thank you. You're welcome. Great. These are real-life sentences you can use. Now I want to teach you a technique that can transform your pronunciation and fluency faster. Shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to a sentence and repeat it immediately. You copy the sound, the rhythm, and the speed. Start with short sentences and repeat many times. Let's do it now. I want to learn English. I practice every day. I speak slowly and clearly. I'm not afraid of mistakes. I'm getting better. Nhẹ nhàng sâu lắng. Now again, try to match the rhythm. Keep your voice calm and steady. Good. Here's a challenge. Choose 10 sentences from this lesson and shadow them every day for 7 days. 10 sentences, 7 days. That is enough to feel real improvement. Now let's add another very simple but powerful beginner method, labeling your home. Put sticky notes on objects: door, window, table, chair, mirror, fridge, notebook, phone. And every time you see the object, say a sentence. I open the door. I close the window. I sit on the chair. I clean the table. I write in my notebook. I charge my phone. I turn off the light. This is learning by living. English becomes part of your environment. Now we need to talk about motivation, because motivation is the fuel for beginners. Some days you will feel tired. Some days you will feel slow. Some days you will forget words. That's normal. So you need small goals, not big pressure. Small goals. Today I learn 3 words. Today I speak for 2 minutes. Today I write 3 lines. And I want you to use confidence sentences like daily affirmations. Repeat after me. I'm learning with patience. I improve a little every day. Mistakes help me grow. I believe in myself. I will keep going. Now let's make learning fun, because fun keeps you consistent. Repeat these funny sentences. My coffee needs coffee. I always lose 1 sock. My phone is always at 1%. I talk to my plants sometimes. I dance when nobody's watching. Even simple, funny sentences build fluency because they train your mouth and your confidence. Now, let's talk about something that makes many beginners feel stuck: forgetting words. Forgetting words is not a sign you're bad at English. It's a sign your brain needs repetition. So here is the method. Use the same word in many sentences. Word, umbrella. I have an umbrella. My umbrella is black. I use an umbrella when it rains. I forgot my umbrella. Do you have an umbrella? Now word, notebook. I have a notebook. My notebook is on the table. I write in my notebook. This notebook is for English. Where is my notebook? This method makes vocabulary alive. Now, another beginner method that makes speaking faster: learn in chunks, not single words. Instead of learning only hungry, learn I'm hungry, I'm starving, let's grab something to eat. Instead of learning only help, learn can you help me? Could you help me, please? I need help with this. Chunks are ready to use English. Now, here's one of the most important skills for fluency: asking questions. Questions create conversations. Questions make you speak more. Questions make English feel real. Practice these beginner questions. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? Do you like coffee? How are you today? Now practice short answers. My name is... I'm from... I'm a... Yes, I do. No, I don't. I'm doing okay, thanks. Now let's do a simple conversation practice. Repeat both the question and the answer. What's your name? My name is... Where are you from? I'm from... What do you do? I'm a student. Do you like tea? Yes, I do. How are you today? I'm feeling good. Now change the answers to your real life. Make it yours. Now let's talk about vocabulary goals. Some beginners ask, how many words should I learn each day? You don't need a huge number. You need a small number that you can use well. 5 words a day is great if you use them. Here is a 5-word practice. Book, table, pencil, clean, water. Now sentences. I read a book. The book is on the table. I write with a pencil. I clean the table. I drink water. Now you try with 5 words from your life. Coffee, phone, bus, work, tired, and make 5 sentences. That is real learning. Now, one more thing beginners often worry about is pronunciation. You might think, my accent is not good, or people won't understand me. But pronunciation gets better the same way speaking gets better, through small, daily repetition. You don't need to sound perfect. You need to sound clear. Here's a simple rule. Clarity is more important than speed. Speak a little slower, open your mouth more, and finish each sentence. Let's do a quick pronunciation warm-up together. Repeat after me. I want to learn English. I want to speak clearly. I want to feel confident. I practice every day. I'm getting better. Good. Now try again. Slower with a relaxed voice. Perfect. Now let's talk about one of the fastest ways to build natural speaking, mini patterns. Instead of learning long grammar rules, you learn a simple pattern and you repeat it with different words. This trains your brain to build sentences automatically. Here's the pattern. I want to plus verb. Repeat. I want to learn. I want to improve. I want to speak. I want to understand. I want to try again. Now let's do another pattern. I need to plus verb. Repeat. I need to study. I need to practice. I need to rest. I need to focus. I need to be patient. And one more pattern. I'm going to plus verb. Repeat. I'm going to drink water. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to work. I'm going to practice English. I'm going to keep going. These patterns are simple, but they are the foundation of real fluency. Now, let's make your English feel more real by practicing micro conversations. Because in real life, you don't give long speeches, you say short, useful lines. Imagine you meet someone new. You can say, "Hi, nice to meet you. I'm learning English. I'm still a beginner. Can we speak slowly?" Now, imagine you don't understand. You can say, "Sorry, can you repeat that? Can you speak a little slower? I didn't catch that. What does that mean?" These are magic phrases. They keep you inside the conversation, even when you feel nervous. Repeat them with me. Sorry, can you repeat that? Can you speak a little slower? I didn't catch that. What does that mean? Good. Now, I want you to remember this. Fluency is not one big moment. Fluency is many small moments, repeated every day. If you practice a little bit daily, your brain starts to relax in English. Your mouth becomes more comfortable. Your sentences come faster, and you begin to feel, okay, I can do this. Now, before we finish, I want to give you a complete beginner speaking routine, something you can repeat every day. We will practice introducing yourself in 3 levels. Level 1, very simple. Hi, my name is blank. I'm from blank. I'm learning English. Nice to meet you. Level 2, a little longer. Hi, I'm blank. I'm from blank. I like blank and blank. I'm learning English because blank. Level 3, confident. Hi, I'm blank. I'm working on my English every day. I'm happy to practice and improve. Nice to meet you. How about you? Now speak your favorite version out loud. Record it if you can, and repeat it tomorrow. Because fluency doesn't come from knowing everything, it comes from using what you know. And right now, you already know enough to practice. Let's review your beginner plan one more time in a simple way. Every day, speak to yourself for 2 minutes. Listen to English for 5 minutes. Write 3 lines at night. Repeat a few useful sentences again and again. That's it. Small steps, real steps, daily steps. You don't need perfect English. You need consistent practice. And I want to say something important before you go. You're doing better than you think. The fact that you're here, practicing, listening, repeating, this is progress. This is your future English growing. Thank you for learning with me today on English in Hours. If this lesson helped you, please like the video, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more calm, practical English practice. And here's your task before you leave. Choose 3 sentences from today's lesson and say them out loud 5 times. Then choose 3 more tomorrow. I'm Sophia, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Until then, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep speaking English, one sentence at a time.